Evil's real. It's real. Putting money over human lives is evil.
I agree.
Oh my God. He's Alex Jones.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, he's gotten bad. He's passed.
Like I was reading what he just said, and it's like, just imagine. Like I'm gonna go back like 20 seconds. Imagine this is Alex Jones' voice right now.
He's out there.
Woke streamer Destiny reacted to Joe Rogan and Mel Gibson talking about Destiny and the woke left and just the culture that they have created over there. And of course, as you would probably expect, things get really unhinged really quickly when it comes to Destiny's reaction to Joe Rogan and Mel Gibson and what they're talking about. Let's get into this clip here where Destiny absolutely freaks out after Joe Rogan and Mel Gibson call out the woke left and call out people like Destiny.
Goes back into evil. Evil's real. It's real. Putting money over human lives is evil.
I agree.
Oh my God. He's Alex Jones.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, he's gotten bad. He's passed.
Like I was reading what he just said, and it's like, just imagine. Like I'm gonna go back like 20 seconds. Imagine this is Alex Jones' voice right now.
He's out there.
Yeah. Well, they've restricted monoclonal antibodies.
They've restricted monoclonal antibodies.
Wanted to promote that vaccine because they wanted a profit off of it, which brings us back again to evil. Evil's real. It's real. Putting money over human lives is evil.
I agree.
It's a real thing, and there's a temptation to do it too, which is even more crazy.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the foundation of his frustration is valid? Like these pharmaceutical companies have been putting profit over.
It would be wild for Destiny to say no to that question. And why is he becoming Alex Jones? Because he's saying evil is real. Joe Rogan's saying evil is real because there are people out there who put money over the health of humans who their main job is supposed to be to help. Is that not evil? Is that not real evil? What do they mean he's becoming Alex Jones? What does that even mean? Also, Alex Jones is right about a lot of stuff. So I don't even know what that means. And if Destiny says no to this question where this guy's asking Destiny, is he correct about the foundation of what he's mad about? That is wild because the left are supposed to be the ones who are against Big Pharma, who are against the jab and stuff like that, the forced jab, I should say, and against big government. And they're supposed to be the rebels. So the fact that Joe Rogan is saying there's people out there who are putting their pockets over the health of the humans that their main job is supposed to be to help out. If the answer to that question is that's not evil or that's not valid, that Joe Rogan has these concerns and these disagreements, that's wild, and that is brainwashing. That's 100% brainwashing. Let's see what Destiny has to say.
Human lives, though, and maybe that's what he's connecting with, but he's just kind of going about it the wrong way, or do you think he's just got it all wrong?
I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. None of it. No, I like there might be some truth to it, but like monoclonal antibodies, that's big pharma, right? Remdesivir, oh, he doesn't like that because that's big pharma. But then he likes ivermectin, that's big pharma.
Do you know how I know that this is all bullshit? There's one man, thank God that he exists out there, that lets me know it's bullshit.
Who?
Martin Shkreli. Okay, because he would be a guy that would be as far like agreeing with like Rogan and these people as possible. But if you got him on here and they were like, so what do you think about drinking methylene blue? He'd be like, you're f***ing retarded. That's going to kill you. Like, because I feel like he's definitely like aligning with some of the, I don't know. I think he aligns with these people. Maybe he doesn't.
Who, like Rogan?
Yeah, like Rogan.
Well, but if Shkreli works in healthcare, you can say he's biased now.
Well, no, but yeah, maybe you could say that. But like, I think a lot of people would not say that. They would say,
if you enjoy content like this, to make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a ton. Let's get back to the video.
Shkreli is based, and
ivermectin is not big pharma. It's a generic drug. Mate, who do you think makes generic drugs? Small mom and pop shops are doing the what?
That's actually a weird spot for him to be in. Like, can you imagine being kind of like right leaning, whatever, and then also working in pharma and knowing what you're talking about? Oh,
my bad. Just as a quick thing, I looked up who manufactured ivermectin, and it's a company called Merck, which I think is a very small family-ran business, super small pharmaceutical company. My bad, guys.
Call that sarcasm in the business.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah,
I get laid on pretty thick.
I got COVID from my gardener.
Okay, we already heard you.
Wait.
It's been sad to watch
here, I got a link for you real quick. I'm sorry, it's triggered the fuck out of me. And GGG.
Good old Joe.
Should I play a video?
Ventilators died. Well, 80% of the people they put on ventilators died.
Yeah. So
is that true?
Yes.
8%?
You know what else?
That's because when you're put on a ventilator, you're dying. That's the
Yeah,
reason why they put you on ventilators. You're about to die.
90% of people that have an airbag impact have been in a car accident. Right.
In fact, I actually posted about that.
Well,
Because
you can spin that both ways. Like, I see what they're saying for sure. I don't think that's the craziest unhinged thing ever that Destiny has ever said. But also at the same time, I get they were putting a lot of people on ventilators, right? They were putting so many people on ventilators that they were literally running out of ventilators. You know, they were saying that they need more, and we have to wear masks. You have to stay inside because hospitals were being overrun and they're running out of ventilators. So if they're putting that many people on it, you would think that they would maybe do something. You know, they would help the people out if they're putting that many people on it, to the point where at least 90% of people wouldn't die. You know, like, seems like a pretty high percentage for something that's supposed to be super effective, or at least effective enough to put so many people on it that they are running out of them at hospitals. So I'm just saying. So I see where Destiny's coming from with, like, yeah, obviously, like, the correlation doesn't always equal causation, right? If they're putting if they're putting the ventilators on people, then it's probably because they're about to die. But that's not always, that's not, I don't think it's as high of a percentage of people that were actually about to die than, than Destiny thinks here. I think they were just kind of putting them on people, or putting the ventilators on people kind of willy-nilly, to be honest with you. And so I think that is a bit of an alarming stat. I understand you can spin statistics basically any way you want to, so it's tough to even argue with statistics nowadays. But Joe Rogan bringing that up, I think it's an alarming stat. Try to be as unbiased as possible. I do think it's alarming still.
because I called doctors in Wuhan and said, what are the biggest mistakes that you made on the first wave? This was early on. And they said, we put far too many people on intubated ventilators. So then I actually posted on Twitter at the time and said, hey, what I'm hearing from Wuhan is that they made a big mistake in putting people on intubated ventilators for an extended period. And that this is actually what is damaging the lungs, not COVID. It's the treatment. The cure is worse than the disease. And people yelled at me and said, I'm not a doctor. I'm like, yeah, but I do make spaceships with life support systems. What do you do?
Oh, boy. I like that.
I twiddle knobs. I'm like,
Heck, he's lying about all of
doing
that.
it.
Yeah. Well, and even if he was, life support on a spaceship is not a ventilator. This retard sent 1,000 CPAP machines to California and said he sent ventilators. He's actually our next president.
No,
Our current president.
it's pirate software.
Wow.
Make the connection, Dan. How so?
Okay, hold on. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
treatment is the cure is worse than the
Hold on.
disease.
The content.
And people yelled at me and said, I'm not a doctor. I'm like, yeah, but I do.
Worked at Blizzard for 6 years.
Yeah, I would say he's a little more extreme, but I get it.
Okay.
Jesus.
Mel Gibson drops a bombshell.
Oh, also, just real quick too, notice the difference in speech, because in the beginning, people like memory hold this, but like COVID was pretty scary in the beginning. Like if you were old and in like rough shape, like you had a decent chance of dying. And like younger people who seemed to be healthy, like it was rare, but they were dying too. And it was like scary, so scary that's why people were obsessing over gain of function research and like whether China had it as a bioweapon or whether the ventilators were killing people or whatever. But now when conservatives talk about it, they'll say like, oh, COVID, that was fake. It didn't affect anybody. But back then they were like, Cuomo put one old person with COVID in a health thing and it murdered everybody in the healthcare facility. They all died because of that. But now they're like, oh, it like only killed the oldest and fattest people who are dying anyway. Like it's a complete rewriting of everything.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Whenever COVID first started, whenever it first dropped, I don't know how do I say it. Whenever it first started spreading and actually became a large story, I was pretty scared of it. I remember texting my boss at the time and I was like, hey, like, when are we gonna get to work from home? Like, I don't want to go into the office. This stuff sounds serious. And looking back on it, I mean, I was probably overreacting a bit, but it did seem scary at first. It was, uncharted territory for most people who are alive, if not everybody who's alive. And it was scary, So yeah, at first, I saw people going outside and having parties and stuff. And I was like, you idiots. Like, I want this to go away. I was 2 weeks to slow the spread. I want to be able to go back outside and go to the gym in 2 weeks. Idiots, stay inside. And then after a while, I was just kind of like, what the hell are we doing? Like, we all, like, we don't even know how long we have to live. I don't want to waste my life away hiding from a disease that I might not ever get. And if I do get it, it might not even be that bad. It's like, I don't want to stay inside anymore. I'm tired of this. And, after a while I came to that conclusion, but at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty scared of it because the news was doing a pretty good job at making me scared of it. They were. And at the time, Republicans were in power. Donald Trump was in office. And if Donald Trump, the Republicans are really the side that are the rebels now. The Republicans are the side that are against, lockdowns and against authoritarianism. Shockingly, that is the case. It used to be the left that were the rebels, but now it's the right wing. So I'm like, well, if Donald Trump and the Republicans are telling me I should stay inside and hide from this dangerous disease, it might be actually scary. Let me stay inside. But after a while, we had to get some time to actually learn the truth of the matter. And so I don't think we should be criticized for at first erring on the side of caution. So at first, yeah, Destiny is right. We were criticizing people for going outside and putting people that had the disease inside of old folks' homes and stuff like that. Yeah, that's probably not a great move. Like, even to this day, I would say that's probably not a great move. But after a while is when we learned the truth of everything that happened. So I just find Destiny to be so bad faith now. Like, I used to actually enjoy his content, not because I agree with many things that he said, but it used to just be entertaining content to watch the debates, to watch the discussions he's had with different people, because there's not many leftists out there that are willing to have the discussions with people with different opinions. But now he's just so bad faith, man. I think Donald Trump winning the second time, I think it really broke his brain. And I think the fact that many people are leaving the left and abandoning people like Destiny and the woke left, like Anna Kasparian and Joe Rogan and Russell Brand and all these people who have left the left wing, I think it's taken a toll on these people like Destiny and David Pakman. And now they have one of two choices. They can follow them and also go in that direction because it's the popular thing to do, or they can double and triple down into their echo chamber that they've created with their audiences. And that's what Destiny is doing. That's what David Pakman is doing. And it's just, it's making him so bad faith that it's basically unwatchable at this point. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys think about Destiny and his supporting cast here freaking out about Joe Rogan exposing the truth about multiple different things, and Mel Gibson destroying the woke left. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this whole Destiny versus Joe Rogan situation.